Welcome to Community in Arabic, a podcast show sponsored by Lipton Yellow Label.
We'll be chatting with successful Arabs in the US and Canada and learning about their journey and how they positively impact their community.
We are your hosts, Malek Abdulsamad
and Anwar Jebran.
مرحبا واهلا وسهلا فيكم بحلقه جديده من كوميونتي بالعربي برعايه ليبتون شاي العلامه الصفراء. بشرفني اليوم استضيف الاستاذ فادي، هو من لبنان، موجود حاليا بولايه اوهايو. اهلا وسهلا فيك فادي.
اهلا صباح الخير.
احكي لنا عن قصه الهجره تبعك، انت جيت وكيف كانت ظروف الهجره على امريكا؟
والله مثل ما كل الاخبار يعني ربينا بضيعه صغيره بفلوغه لبنان، اللي هي اذا بتعرفوا وين الظهر البيدر. ايه سو نحن على جنب ظهر البيدر، اخر ضيعه بكعب جبل الكنيسه 2000 شخص. رحنا على المدارس وهذا، وكانت اكيد الاهل دائما بدهم ايانا نتعلم و get the education that we need. بابا كان على طول يا اما بتروح على الشام تعمل حكيم، يا اما بتروح تعمل مهندس بمحل ثاني. سو كنا بهالتفكير حتى خلصنا الهاي سكول من الجامعه الوطنيه في علاء، وخلصنا وقدمنا طلبات ميشيغان، كاليفورنيا، سوريا. اكشلي رحت على جامعه دمشق وقدمت اعمل دكتور، بس معلم انجليزي وما كان فيني ادخل بالعربي، ما كان فيني افهم شيء. كانت صعبه. Anyway, I got accepted by University of Michigan. That's after high school. بس كنا ربيانين يعني فقراء، نشتغل، بابا يشتغل كل الشهر يقبض 150 ليرة، نفس الصباط، نفس البنطلون، نفس الخبرية، يعني فيش لا مصاري ولا شيء. عاد ما الحال. بتذكرنا هالايام اللي عم تصير هلا مثل ما كنا من زمان. جمع بابا من جدي ومن خالي $600-700 اعطاني اياهم، وجيت على ديترويت ميشيغان. went to University of Michigan. The object was engineering. اشتغل وتعلم مثل ما غيرك عمل. اشتغلنا شوي، والجامعة أكيد كنت روح من عبكرة من الساعة 8 على الجامعة للساعة 2، واشتغل من 2:30 ل 12 بالليل، ودبرنا حالنا، جبنا علامات، نجحنا، مش الحال. But اشتغلنا بليتل سيزرز بيتزا. Graduated in 1976 from in engineering, and then there was the jobs were like $11,000-12,000 a year. So I was making $30,000 at Little Caesars. So I was working hard. So طلبنا Little Caesars كانت expanding all over.
تمام. احكي لنا عن تجربتك بالشغل مع ليتل سيزر وتعاملك مع الفاوندر تبعه.
بليتل سيزرز بس بلشت انا معهم اكيد، بتعرف اصحابي كلهم صاروا بيجوا على امريكا. كنا نبعت اي 20s وبولات وكذا، والشباب يجوا، صرنا 6-7. كنت انا عم بشتغل بليتل سيزرز، صرت جيب الشباب يشتغلوا معي، وصار واحد بالكيتشن، واحد بالدش واشر، واحد بالبيتزا، ولحتى صاروا شباب ملكين بالمحل، عملوا لي المانجر. صرت مانجر بالمحل. انا صار هيدا صاحب الشغل يجي لعندي يقول لي بحياتي ما شفت ربح هالقد. كانوا عم يسرقوا لي قبلنا، يحششوا ويشربوا، يعني بتعرف كيف الجو.
وين كان اللوكيشن تبع ليتل سيزر اول واحد؟ وين كان اللوكيشن؟
كان واصلة ميشيغان.
Okay.
Little Caesars Pizza Parlor.
Okay.
So we went on. I was doing well. They made me a supervisor and franchise sales, and I grew in the company. I got big in the company, but I didn't like the atmosphere of the يعني ما بيفوتوا على الشغل، ما بيقولوا لك مرحبا، ما بيسلموا، ما بيعرفوا بهالاحترام والتفاضل. So I decided that I wanted to go franchising if I can. So I asked the owner, في مجال to franchise. He said, "Listen, you Lebanese can never work for anybody." That was his thing. إنه أنتوا اللبنانيين ما بتعرفوا تشتغلوا لحدا. أنا بمضي لك وبكفلك ساعة اللي بدك. ثاني يوم قلت له دغري بدنا محل. كنا بديترويت، أخذنا محل بديترويت، شغلناه خيي ولاد عمي شوي. Then we wanted to expand more. we saw an opportunity in Cleveland, Ohio. So in 1978, we came to Cleveland, Ohio. That was within 2 years, all that success. And we were hungry. The families were poor. We had to send money. نتدين من الخوري اوقات لندفع القسط ونبعت نص القسط على لبنان لحتى ياكلوا ويشربوا ويعيشوا. وعندهم من نفسهم كان يعني بتعرف كيف الاهل ما بدهم تبعت لهم بس انه اوكي ماشي الحال. كانت صعبه الكوميونيكيشنز اكيد ننطر على السنترال لنحكيهم واتسترا. So but we kept hustling, we kept working. It didn't matter how much we slept. نجي كنا عايشين 5 بفرد شقه. شباب دروز، شباب اسلام، شباب مسيحيه، كلنا سوا. يعني ريحتنا من المطعم تعرف كيف بليتش وكذا وقصص وهيدا. But you know we did it, we survived it. Then the guy co-signed for us on 3 restaurants. He was Michael Illich, a big man in my life and a role model. أكيد he owned eventually the Detroit Tigers and Detroit Red Wings, and he had 6,000 Little Caesars, and very generous, very good man from Macedonian background, Greek Macedonian, outstanding. So I saw the help that he did, and everywhere he went, he was helpful. He was the head of Light Up Detroit, so he put lights in all over Detroit. So it was a good role model to learn from and move on. أكيد إن إحنا عندنا good تراث, good ethics. So we learned that respect, etc. So this guy co-signed for us to build 3 restaurants in Cleveland, Ohio. So I moved أنا وابن عمي جورج. بيعرفوا عماد لجورج, good friends. So we moved to Cleveland and we built 50 Little Caesars.
Wow.
From 1978 to almost 1992. Yeah, we got big over here. We got famous, you know, pizza, buy one get one free. You know, we killed the market. Then you know, things shook down a little bit. We still have some pizza stores. We switched the names over. Little Caesar got in trouble. They spent $150 million on sports. So they didn't pay attention to their business very well, but everything is still moving forward.
I was just curious اسالك سؤال صغير. وقت اللي انت طلعت من الجامعه انه يعني your family spent the money and effort ودخلت على الجامعه ودرست engineering. وقت اللي طلعت واجهت شي ضغوط اجتماعيه انه لا تقعد تشتغل بمطعم وليتل سيزرز ما احسن لك تاخذ corporate job تقعد باوفيس يعني كيف حسيت
بتصدق يعني they were back, like there were back times that they had the wrong idea about us coming from the Middle East. They called us camel jockeys, they called us Arabs, they called us all kinds of names. We really didn't care. You know, we didn't care if whatever they called us. Success and the need to take care of the parents and the families and go to school was more important than anything. So we were, I don't want to say desperate, but you know, there was 5 other children at home that needed help too, and then the war started, and that made it a lot more. So there was a lot of pressure on us to help the people that are coming here as refugees and immigrants. You know, so we got involved in politics a little bit to help get the programs for the immigration that are coming from Beirut and different places. So we didn't, us and the Arab kids or Jordanians, Syrians, Egyptians, we're all, you know, working together. But we didn't desperate, definitely.
طيب استاذ فادي الترانزيشن من ليتل سيزرز بعدين كنت انت طبعا شغلك بالفرانشايز كيف صار الترانزيشن من ليتل سيزر بعدين لسلسله Aladdin?
Yeah, so we moved to Cleveland, we built restaurants, we worked hard, and we got to a point where, okay, pizza is saturated, it's pretty good, the profits were a little bit lower, everybody's selling pizza for $5 and $7 and $8. So I always had this thing in my mind that I wanted to do something else, and kept looking. So in 1994 in Lakewood, Ohio, I saw a little location run by a Greek guy that was first generation, that had a gift shop and sandwiches. So I walked in and I said, John Poulos, would you sell me this place? He goes, you're a little kid, you don't know anything, go away. I was 31. I mean, I wasn't a kid. But I kept on him. So I bought the place from him for $55,000, I think. And then little by little, it took me a year to develop the concept Aladdin's. There was a time where, we had to sell some sandwiches, do things. But I learned a lot from Little Caesars, the organization of the corporations, America, the tax system, the accounting, the honesty, the make sure you work straight. Yeah. So we learned all that. We learned not to make any mistakes in life because it costs you here. The law is first. So we went with that, and we developed Aladdin's in Lakewood. And my friends that were in the community from every kind were so supportive. I had good friends from everywhere, and they were so supportive. I mean, the minute I opened the restaurant, even though I said no smoking restaurant, first one ever, no smoking. There used to be smoking and non-smoking and different things like that, but we went no smoking. And people would walk in and say no smoking. They would leave. My wife would get mad and say, hey, we're losing business, and just wait and see. And then we packed it. We were busy. We served hummus, baba, tabbouleh, fattoush, mjaddara, brought out all these things that I had to go to the table, from table to table, and teach people how to eat it and put it in their mouth in a little piece of bread. So, things went on, and I was used to, I learned from Little Caesars how to develop a chain, how to build multiple restaurants. And of course, with the help of my wife and my kids and the support of the family and friends, we did well.
Tell us about the challenges on starting this new concept and scaling it.
I'm sure Anwar and Malek, you've been through a lot transitioning into the United States, and we for sure felt it. And one day you want to be from the Middle East, one day you want to be American, and life goes on, But the nice part about this country is it's a meltdown. I learned it in college. I learned it at the universities. It's a meltdown. You learn and they learn you, but you got to speak the right language and the right things. And they love us because of the respect that we show and the family contact. But for sure, the transition was tough. The thing is, when I came to Cleveland, most of the owners of businesses here had their key for their restaurants. One key. They open and they close, and they lived. Oh my God, they lived in those places. So learning that, I wasn't happy. I wanted to build a chain, and the key to building a chain is to trusting other people, putting a system together, and hand it down to your managers and your workers, and telling them that this is the system. You drive 35, it's 35. You don't drive 50. So, they give you a ticket. So over here, we apply the same rules inside the business. So the rules applied, the system is in place, you hand them the keys. And you can go home and see your kids and see your family and be able to have a decent life. You can't live in these businesses day and night. You got to trust people somehow. So that's what I learned at Little Caesars, working the 15, 20 years. So we learned that, and then we went from one restaurant from Lakewood to Cleveland Heights to Independence, Ohio. Now we're at 41 restaurants. At the same time, the biggest challenge was getting the product. Getting the hummus and the za'atar, and there was no such thing in Cleveland, Ohio. Nobody knew what that means. So I had to start a pita bakery, and there was a small one here. I went and bought it, but we've saved money, and we learned how to make profits, and we learned how to be profitable. So and of course, the pressure on us, as you guys know, is that we live here. Of course, we have a house. The American lifestyle is you have a house and you pay your bills and you have a car and your wife and kids. With us, it's our wife and kids, and at the same time, our family back home. So it's a double jeopardy. Even if they leave you a house, it costs you money to keep it up. Yeah. So you got to always send another income over there. Mm-hmm. So we had that challenge, and but getting the products from Lebanon and the Middle East was the hardest thing. It's gotten a lot easier, but I bought a pita bakery and I put a warehouse together, and I had to start bringing products over. Olive oil, za'atar, from Egypt, all kinds of stuff, from Jordan, things. I mean, from Syria, from all over. Mm-hmm. So it's been a challenge.
Wow. Okay, and now fast forward to COVID hit earlier this year. How did I'm sure the entire restaurant industry has just changed upside down. How did your business change, and how did you manage to get out of it as an organization?
We were going strong, and when I learned takeout from the pizza business, and I had always a good business in takeout, so we were worried. We were very worried when COVID hit and shut us down, and the takeout business boomed. We had to run around and teach employees. They were scared to death from COVID still, but teach them how to transition into the takeout business. And they did a great job. I have 2,000 employees, mostly in the back of the houses. It's all Arabs, and they are great. The best people you ever want to hire, and I love paying them because they take their money and give it to their families. They don't, do drugs and drinks and et cetera with it. They send it back to support their families and take care of them. And that's my biggest mission. My employees and my customers are equal, and I always tell them that. But the support of our employees have been tremendous. They learned. We put up with COVID. We're still going strong. The last month have been hectic because the elevation of COVID has been a lot. And whenever somebody gets COVID, we support them. We send them home, and we're taking care of them. We're watching them, staying in touch.
Tamam. To you, what is the biggest dream working? Now you have 41 restaurant, and of course I was reading now you have your kids working with you and helping you out. How is it to you having a family business and then your dreams and your kids' dream for the future?
So I was able to, like my dad tried to do, I fulfilled his dream. So I have 5 kids, 3 girls and 2 boys. Yeah. The 2 boys went to college, Boston College, Ohio State. The 3 girls went to college also, and the 2 boys are with me full time. The girls are married, have kids. I have 11 grandchildren. Oh, wow. So I'm ready to explode. But I want to grow, and I don't want to make us look like we're a bunch of fast food junk. I want a quality operation in growing into the country. So we're really careful how to grow. Your friends in Cleveland would tell you that we do a good job in the restaurants, and we serve good food. One day when you're here, come and visit. We should. Yeah, we have 5 concepts. We have a Taza. Taza is a full service Lebanese restaurant in Cleveland. Okay. 2 of them. We have a Sittos, which is a smaller, lower level, $5-6 sandwiches. We have 4 of those, and we have the 34 Aladdins, and they're in South Carolina, in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. We're in Columbus. We're in Indiana. So, and slowly but surely, we want to grow. Great. And we want to invite women franchisees, Arab women franchisees. They make the best food and they keep the cleanest restaurants.
Yeah. Wow. How's the relationship with the upcoming franchisees? As you said, women in general and Arab women, they're interested to franchise your concept. How is it the relationship with them, and the plan to collaborate with them?
It's easy, it's first they got to be ready. We teach them the system. We tell them that they're going to have a life. It's not living in the restaurant, and manage. A little education would help, and be open-minded in the American community, and be generous, of course. You got to مثل عادي يعني we feed our friends and guests, and then we train them and find a location and help them grow. It's not that hard. It's pretty profitable too. It's not bad.
Yeah. What would be your advice to somebody who wants to get into the business or who owns a small restaurant and is thinking about growing it and being more institutionalized to be able to grow and create a big business?
The support of the family is important. And then the crunches of the help over the years where it was low labor available or high labor available, different things. But I learned you don't cheat, don't play games, just go in and do your business, learn your business. Don't pretend, keep an open mind. Don't pretend that you know everything. Just keep an open mind. Things change in this country. This capitalism, if you really describe it, it's just beats you up. Guy next door can beat you up real quick if you're not sharp. So just, keep it going.
شو بتنصح الاشخاص اللي جايين هلا على امريكا و looking for the American dream؟
أول شيء يا ريت بيبقوا ببلادنا وبيحسنوها. I wish they would stay back home and make our countries better. I feel so sad for what's going on over there, and I try to help every day. I'm in touch with Beirut every day. I'm the president of the Holy Spirit University Foundation in the U.S., which is connected to Catholic University in Juni. And we try to help students, we try to help families, we try to do whatever we can to have entrepreneurs there and try to learn to make the country better. But unfortunately, the political system is so corrupt that it's unfair. But at the same time, I don't want to deprive anybody from our opportunity that we had, that we were offered. Definitely come here. Do your best. There's a lot of opportunity in this country still. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be in this country. You can be a billionaire. You can be happy, comfortable. The thing is, you wake up every morning and the system is the same. We're not sitting here listening to the news and see what bomb is going to explode next.
Yes.
اكيد واخر سؤال بس انه حكيت حضرتك عن philanthropic work that you're doing with Lebanon and helping out. Can you tell us a little bit more about the organized effort you do to collaborate to help with Lebanon?
For Lebanon, anything anywhere is you don't have to think, it's unconditional. So any families, anybody that comes in different parts of the country, we're trying to help. Medications, food, everything that's possible right now is important. The community all over from every kind have been very generous, because if Lebanon goes down, it's going to have a huge cultural effect across the region. The freedom and the way we grew up is, we didn't think there's anything that we can't say, but the economic system right now fell apart, and I see where I would love to see Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Palestine all open up and grow. The Arabs are taking it to the Khalij real quick. So we have better weather, better culture, better weather that we should attract them back eventually if we get ourselves together. Helping to Lebanon is, we have a foundation. People are contributing to the foundation, and in return we send money according to the wishes of the university in Beirut to pay tuitions, to buy e-libraries lately. We've been paying some of those bills for them, and buying them laptops, computers, whatever. The online classes and online teaching have been huge. We've had to buy $200 laptops to give it to students to take home with them. So there's a lot of poverty, and it's getting worse. Syria, Lebanon, both.
أكيد. شو اسمها الفاونديشن عشان نذكرها للمتابع؟
Holy Spirit University Foundation.
اوكي تمام.
HSUF.
تمام.
Great, that's great effort.
A great call. Thank you so much أستاذ فادي. يعني طبعا لا يمل من الحكي معك وكانت القصة كتير inspiring وعن جد يعني كل شخص بيجي بنتمنى يتعلم من كل القصص اللي عم نشوفها معنا ببرنامج هالسيزون وإن شاء الله بنجتمع معك عن قريب بكليفلاند.
We're ready to help anybody, any entrepreneur that wants to grow, that wants to go on. We're ready to help, assist in any way, no conditions. And we love that you guys are doing this to explore the what we have in this country.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Please visit our website to vote for your favorite story.
And don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to our podcast.
Together we feel at home.